Is it working yet? It is? Alright, so I've just been made aware that apparently I've not been streaming for the past 40 minutes, which is a little bit unfortunate because now I don't know if this is legitimate anymore. So, I spent a bit of the time planning for the Aquagrunt fights in the museum in Slateport. We're already halfway through the battle. You can see that we caught a Buizel that we brought to this battle. We caught Buizel in Slateport City. We fished for it. We had to sack it on Marini to get a clean switch to Pidgeotto, to Chicken, to bait a Shockwave from Frillish so that we could switch to Scallops, and now that's basically where we are. I hope that this still counts if I continue this run. If not, then I guess I'll just start over. But what you need to know is that we're baiting Hex on the switch, so we go back to Chicken. Should always be Hex. There we go. Now it's always Shockwave again, so we go back to Scallops. Just switch back and forth. Crap. I didn't realize it could use Recover. Well, now it's Hex again, so we just go back. Same thing. And then we go back. That's 2 hexes used. We need to keep track of that. Alright, 27 HP. Are we ever dead to Hex crit from Frillish? "27 Hex crit." Yes, but we don't really have a choice. We have to do damage with anything. Electro Ball probably, right? It's used 1 Recover. I think we just do as much damage as possible. Electro Ball. Hope that Hex does not crit. Well, actually, we could make it use all of its hexes. So it's used 2, right? So we just go like this. Should be number 3. Alright, that's number 3. And basically what we're doing is we're PP stalling it. We're running it out of moves. There's Shockwave. It should still always be Hex. Yep. And then we do Electro Ball. This should be Hex number 4. It might be able to recover. I think it's at 43% now. Let's see. It's close. I think we're safe to use Electro Ball. If not, then I will be very disappointed. We'll see. Alright, we're good. Last should be Whirlipede. Yep. I believe it's always Pin Missile. Yes, it seems like that is the case. We go to Ponyta because even after one speed boost, we're still faster. Yeah. So we switch to Ponyta. Hopefully it's only 2 hits. That's 3. 4. Alright, it hit 4 times. It does have Rocky Helmet, which is annoying. We Flame Wheel here. I don't think Rollout Crit ever kills. Let's hope not. Okay. It is faster now. So double power rollout is really annoying. It's at +2, so it outspeeds. 53%. Highest roll of rollout or rollout crit always kills. Ember barely doesn't. 32.5% to save us from Rocky Helmet. I really don't think that's 32%. We might lose Curry here, unfortunately, because we cannot switch in to a rollout on Teriyaki. Yeah, we just have to risk Curry here. Ember is our best option. Do not high roll, do not crit. Ember, please take it out. Okay. We're safe. Curry survives on 2 HP. Fantastic. If we had attacked with Flame Wheel there, we would have died to Rocky Helmet Chip. That's why we used Ember. And that's why we always keep a physical and a special move, if we can. But we've made it past the Aqua Grunts with only 1 death, I believe, in the form of Donut the Buizel. Alright, we do have to go deposit Donut. She did well, even though we only brought her to 1 battle. But for that 1 battle, she was very good to us. We go into the Poke Center. We make sure that she does not have a held item. We go to Donut. Thank you for your service. Alright. Now we have to level up everybody to level 21, which is the new level cap. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to plan for Camper Gavi. Chicken should get Air Slash here in a second. Yep. We will forget Gust in favor of Air Slash. Next is Curry, who barely survived that fight. Bounce. We will teach Bounce over Stomp, probably. Maybe Tail Whip. Tail Whip might come in clutch. I'm thinking Stomp. Yeah. We replace Stomp with Bounce. Next is Teriyaki. Scallops. Thunder Wave. We absolutely want Thunder Wave. We can always reteach Hidden Power, so we're just gonna learn over it. Pretty sure. If not, then that sucks, but we replace Hidden Power with Thunder Wave. Now it'll be that much easier to catch Pokemon. We level up Salad. Roar. Not particularly useful. I think we will abstain from Roar this time. And just keep our damaging moves. Lobster's next. Let's see what he gets. Bounce as well. Very nice. Probably over Vice Grip, I would imagine. Yeah, that seems like the correct thing to do. When does he learn Water Pulse? Let's see. That's Buizel. Learns Water Pulse at 25. A little bit annoying, but overall fine. Okay. Now we level up the rest of the party. Or the rest in the box. We are doing much better than last time, I should say. We've only lost one Pokemon. Which I believe is a new record for this attempt. Okay. We're gonna switch Chicken down here. Doesn't really matter, but just get Chicken out of the way for now and level up everybody else. Vanilla's gonna evolve here into Celio. Probably will not be coming to the fighting gym, most likely. Should also be learning Aurora Beam, I think, if it doesn't already have it. There we go. Yes, we want to learn Aurora Beam over Powder Snow, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Vanilla will be decent into the Rock Gym. That's next, after the Fighting Gym. Hibachi up to 21. Wants to learn Headbutt. Sure, why not? Over Tackle. Completely fine. Level up Duck here. Focus energy. That's actually really interesting. Over Lear. He might actually be able to get guaranteed critical hits with the held leak. I'll see if I can't figure out if that's possible. Sushi gets leveled up. Bubble Beam. We'll learn that over Water Gun. Does have Psybeam, but I really don't think he's going to be that useful. Or she. She, get it? Because it's a female. Next we level up Cupcake to 21. Unfortunately, Cupcake does not evolve until level 22. We will learn Psybeam over Confusion. Yes. It's just a better move. Alright, everyone's leveled up. So now we export everything. We update it. And we put everybody back in the calculator. Spheal goes down here. Buizel goes down here. Nobody else has evolved yet. Alright, next is Trainer Gavi with this stupid Bibarel now. Okay. It's always doing Super Fang. So Super Fang does 39%. Will take us to 61%, which is 40, 42. Yep, so 42. If we have a berry... Pardon me. It says that it's always doing Super Fang, so 2 Razor Leafs should take it out. We are slower, but that's fine. 2 Razor Leafs take it out. Next to come in should be Ponyta with Flame Wheel, or... yeah. So Ponyta with Flame Wheel comes in next, because it's faster, and it's most damage. We could potentially stay in for 1 turn, because we will only be at, take us to 31%, which is 21, and then Oranberry 45%. Okay, we do need to switch on Flame Wheel, because this is what we'll be at after 2 Super Fangs. Who do we want to switch into? Let's try Celio, shall we? Okay. Brine is good damage. We could do that. Could do Clauncher. Is that better? Honestly, yeah. Like, well, not quite. Bubble Beam and then Aqua Jet always kill, so... I think we're just better here. Yeah, we bring Clauncher for Ponyta. And then after that, it should always be you with Shockwave is 55%. Energy Ball, actually. It should always be Sunflora for Energy Ball into Clauncher. So then we switch into our Ponyta. Takes 24%, deals over 50, way over with Flame Wheel. And then it's Electric with Toxic or Shockwave. Yeah, 24% versus 28%. So it's pretty much always Shockwave or Toxic. So we put a Pecha Berry on Ponyta and we can chip it with Flame Wheel. Yeah. And then... does Celio do anything to this? Not really, right? Yeah. So we need you, perhaps, to lower its defense a little bit, maybe. How about Grottle? Can Grottle do anything here? A little. Not really. Maybe Pecha Berry on Grottle. But if we do Pecha Berry, then we're at this HP. We're still pretty good, actually, with Pecha Berry. So we put Pecha Berry on Grottle, and then we just bring, like, Chinchou to take Shockwaves, bait Mega Drains, bring Fletchinder, or Pidgeotto, maybe. Alright. So we want Ponyta, Grottle. Who else? Chinchou. No Celio. We don't want Hatena. We don't want Remoraid. Let's see. Is Dreadnought, or not Dreadnought, but Choodle's not needed for anything, really. We want Clauncher, actually, because Clauncher takes... well, who was it? Why was Clauncher here? Not for Ponyta. Well, yeah, for Ponyta. So it takes 15% and 32% versus 20% and 40%. So it's just better right now. Alright. We lead with Grottle, Pecha Berry. Already holding one. We give Curry a Pecha Berry. Scallops should have a Orin or Pecha. Either is fine, I think. So we've got 3 Pecha Berries. You have a Pecha, but you're for Ponyta. So you need an Orin Berry. And then we give Chicken a Pecha Berry, perhaps, for Toxic. Yeah. Everyone gets a Pecha. We could replace Duck for Fletchinder. We're mostly using Salad and Curry for the Electric. So, and then Fletchinder and Chicken, Teriyaki Chicken for Sunflora and Dustox. Yeah. So we go replace Duck with Fletchinder. And we give Fletchinder a Pecha Berry. Holding an Orin. So we give Teriyaki a Pecha Berry, because she will be used against both Sunflora and Dustox, which both have Toxic, I believe. Alright. We are leading with Salad. I'm gonna save here. Step forward. Even with Berry, it should always be using Super Fang. Hopefully. It'll take us down to 21 HP. We Razor Leaf. Just trust the documentation. Razor Leaf again. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I just calced it wrong. Good thing it wasn't Orin, though. That's fine. Should always be Venoshock. No, right, Flame Wheel. So we switch to Lobster on a Flame Wheel. It is a little bit worse now for the Electric. We Bubble Beam here. There's Bubble Beam. Bubble Beams plus Aqua Jet always kill. Even after Citrus, maybe? I'm not sure. How much does Aqua Jet do? 17%. Aqua Jet does 48%, so we're well within range. The only downside is Flame Body, but we Aqua Jet here. Next should be either Shockwave from Electric or Energy Ball from Sunflora. There's Oranberry. Yep, there's Energy Ball, Sunflora. So we switch to probably Fletchinder, I would imagine. Takes 15% versus 28% and 24%. So we switch to Fletchinder. We are faster. 2 Aerial Aces will take this out. And then Energy Ball crit, 22%. If it gets the special defense drop, then it's a little scary, but we shift into Teriyaki here on the Energy Ball. Hopefully we do not get the special defense drop. We did not, so we aerial ace. Oh, it put us to sleep. Damn, I forgot about that. Ugh, I put a Pecha Berry, not a Chesto. Now it's always Sludge Bomb. Damn, that really sucks. I just completely missed Grass Whistle. But it says it should never do it. So, not really on me, but the calculator. I was at full HP, though, or like 52. Yeah, so it's a random move. Yep, once again on me. That really, really stinks, because now Sludge Bomb Or Leech Seed is annoying. Damn. Already getting punished. Let's see. Chicken takes 38% from Sludge Bomb. Ponyta takes 33%. So we switch in Ponyta on what we hope is either Leech Seed or Sludge Bomb. Well, yeah, it has to be either of those two. And then we outspeed and we take it out. I was focused more on the Dustox. And that's fine. We're gonna switch out anyway. We Flame Wheel here. Always take it out. Should be electric with Shockwave. We will check here in a second. Yep, there's electric. Curry is at 47. It's either Super Fang or Toxic. So we do have Leech Seed on us. So we want to switch to somebody. But the question is who? Super Fang or Toxic? If we go to Teriyaki, it's always Shockwave, right? We go to Teriyaki, we take the Super Fang. Teriyaki's at 49. So Super Fang does 42%. Toxic is ineffective because we're asleep. Yeah. So if it's Super Fang, we go down to 43%, which is 24. Yeah, we go to 24. Then it's always Shockwave. So we go to Teriyaki here on Super Fang or Toxic. This is completely fine. If it's Toxic, that's even better. Okay, that sucks. It's never Toxic, it's always Shockwave. So we go to Scallops on the Shockwave. Yep. Now it should always be Mega Drain. Scallops is full HP. It's either... Okay, it says either Super Fang or Toxic. Which, I don't know if I believe that. We do have a Pecha Berry. We can do some damage with Bubble Beam. We are faster. So I think we just stay in and we Bubble Beam. It says it's never Mega Drain. We'll see if it's correct. There's Super Fang. Alright, now it should always be Mega Drain, right? We're at 32. It is at... How much does Bubble Beam do? 30% minimum, so it's at 70%. 38. Yeah, it's at 38. We've not triggered its Citrus yet, so it's either Toxic or Mega Drain, which is annoying. We can go to... back to Teriyaki, because it's either Toxic or Mega Drain. And then it's always Shockwave. Yeah, we shift back to Teriyaki. Sleep is actually really, really useful here. Yeah, there's Mega Drain. Now it's always Shockwave. So we go back to Scallops to get some health back. There we go. We're at 47. Just have to keep constantly checking our HP on this thing. So now it's random between Mega Drain, Super Fang, and Toxic, which is a little bit annoying. Mega Drain crit can never take us out, but it does do a lot to us. It regains minimum 20%. We deal barely more than that. We could switch to Ponyta, maybe. Or Chicken. And get another Shockwave. Because Chicken has a Pecha Berry, right? Yeah. So you have a Pecha Berry and you have a Pecha Berry. They're both faster, but I think we switch in Chicken here on Mega Drain, Toxic. Well, maybe not. I think we stay in, we do another Bubble Beam. Hopefully it's not Mega Drain. It's basically 1 in 3 to do Mega Drain. There's Citrus Berry, we got rid of it. There's Toxic. Perfect. Now we're in the same position as before. We cure Toxic with Pecha Berry. We Bubble Beam again, I believe, because it's the same logic as before. There's Toxic. Perfect. Now it's always going Super Fang or Mega Drain. Because we're at 44 and we're poisoned. Badly poisoned against you. Yeah, it should always be Mega Drain. So we go once again into Teriyaki. Super Fang never kills because it does half. Yeah, and now it's Shockwave again. So we go into Scallops. There's Shockwave, we heal. And we're faster. So we take it out with Bubble Beam. And this is why Volt Absorb is so useful. It makes the attack useless and heals us, which makes switching like that possible. Last is Dustox. It should be Venoshock, right? Yeah, it should. It's 50-50 Venoshock or Infestation. So we go to either Pidgeotto, which is 28%, or Ponyta, which is 24%. So we just go to Ponyta here. We have a Pecha Berry. We go to Curry. Two Flame Wheels should always take this out. There's Venoshock. Here's the first Flame Wheel. It used Toxic, that's fine. We have a Pecha Berry. So really the only optimal play I could have done was giving Fletchinder a Chesto Berry instead of a Pecha Berry. But I was more worried about this Dustox than the Sunflora. Just something to remember for the future. Alright. Camper Gavi is much easier when you're 4 levels higher. Don't forget we need to cure poison on scallops. The other 2 can wait. We found a rare candy, which we will potentially be using here soon for the fighting gym. Not right away, but for the gym leader, potentially. Alright, so everyone's healed. We go up to the grass. We want to lead Scallops because it has Volt Absorb, which means that any electric type moves will be useless. We turn the repellent off, and we'll see what we get in the grass here. Alright, we got Electrike. We use Bubble here. Unfortunately, we cannot use Thunder Wave because it's an electric type and it won't do anything. Alright, we throw a Pokeball. Should be able to catch it. Alright, it broke out. Thunder Wave does not affect us either. Alright, we catch Electrike. Let's see. A dish name for female Electrike. Something... Any sour dishes? Not really, huh? How about... Let's see. This isn't really a dish, it's more of a garnish. But I'm gonna name Electrike Lemon. So now we've got lemon to go with our teriyaki chicken salad. So we're going to check lemon here really quick. Alright, static paralyzes on contact. Sassy is increased special defense minus speed, not great. Stats are decent, 28 HP, 26 special attack. The rest leave a bit to be desired, but overall I can't complain, other than the minus speed, of course. So we're going to level up Lemon. And then we are going to start planning for the fighting gym. Thunderfang. We will learn this over Odor Sleuth, probably. Lemon does not evolve until later, probably like level 30. Bite. We'll take that over Leer, I suppose. Yeah. Well, going into the fighting gym, I don't know if we'll use this for anything, so I don't think Bite really matters. We'll keep Leer on it for now, because lowering defense is generally decent to have. Shockwave, okay. So now we will get rid of Leer because we want a special move, a physical move, a status move, and priority. So we just get rid of Leer. No need for it. Just all electric on Lemon. Alright, Lemon has been leveled up. Now we need to plan for the next trainer in the gym, which is Battle Girl Laura. Starts with Riolu. If we lead Hatena with Psybeam, we don't take it out in one hit, and we are slower. So probably not what we want to do, right? If we evolve it into Hatrem, 18, 19, 13, 13, 1, 0. If we evolve it into Hatrem with what nature? I don't remember. Relaxed is increased defense. Holy crap. We're really fast. Look at that. Psybeam, right? Psybeam. Disarming voice. So, holy cow. Oh, it's level 100. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. Yeah, still does not take it out, so but let's see how it does on Brawly really quick. Brawly. Okay. It's not bad. It's pretty much always sucker punching us. Play nice, drops attack. We could just play nice 5 times. We could do this. We could evolve it past the level cap to level 22. Just do play nice 5 times. Get rid of all its sucker punches. And then defeat it with 2 Psybeams. Yeah. That's pretty good. And then against Scraggy, wow, Disarming Voice doesn't even 2-shot. And Feint Attack does, so it's probably not worth it, huh? But Hatrem would still be good against you, kind of. We're slower. It always wants to do Fake Out turn 1, so like Fake Out 44%, yeah. Plus Pursuit. So it would really only be good for dealing with Kubfu. Maybe Combuskin. But the same could kind of be said for Dreadnought, right? So we do this. Dreadnought, blank set. 19, 29, 1. 12, 12, 1. 12, 12, 1. 1 defense, Dreadnought level 22 with Water, Pulse, Rock Tomb. Would it have Razor Shell? I don't think so, right? It would not. It would only have Rock Tomb. Yeah, Rock Tomb and Water Pulse. against Combuskin. And what nature are we? Impish. Which is plus defense. Alright, so Dreadnought does not do great against this Combuskin. It is faster, though. But Double Kick and Thunder Punch both kind of mess us up in return. So it'd really only be good against Lopunny, huh? Not even that great. The only upside to it would be it's faster on the first turn with Combuskin. But if we use a heart scale to maximize its defense to 31, it does quite a bit less damage, but still probably too much, right? Could Rock Tomb to counteract. It's a 3-hit with Rock Tomb, and then... yeah. I think it's too risky. Yeah, and it wouldn't really come to anything else, would it? Let's do the... we really wanted it for Lopunny Retaliate, but... I mean, it would take it really, really well. But then it takes too much damage from Drain Punch to really justify, right? We would rather just have something that could come in with Aqua Jet in Clauncher and just hope that it doesn't crit Retaliate when we switch in. That's pretty much all we could hope for. Because boosted Retaliate after... and then it would be maybe Combuskin with Thunder Punch. Yeah, 82%. 53%. 44%. Yeah, so it should always be Combuskin Thunder Punch on the switch with Clauncher. Or they switch out with Eject Button and then they bring in Combuskin and it's always Thunder Punch. So we could switch in Chinchou, for example, take the Thunder Punch, and then unfortunately Double Kick does a lot and it gets a speed boost, so it's faster. We could Thunder Wave it. That it has a Lumberry, so that's kind of pointless. Bubble Beam is just better damage, and then we hope for no Double Kick crit. So already we've got 2 water types on the team. We've got Clauncher and Chinchou against the Combuskin. How well does Clauncher take Double Kick? Not well. We'd basically be switching too much on Combuskin. It can't be burned either. Yeah. Aqua Jet does minimum 30%, which is not bad, per se. So if we can get it down to 30%, then Aqua Jet can come finish it off. Thunder Punch. Yeah. Switch here. Bubble Beam does 60%. So we just have to do 10% more. How about you? You're faster, but not after 1 speed boost. Thunder Punch does less. to you than it does to Fletchinder. We could get in a quick attack with Fletchinder and maybe sack it. I'm planning out the gym leader first because we only get one potential evolution in the form of either like Hattrem or Dreadnought. I think I'm leaning more towards Hattrem because it's better on both the lead Cubfu and on Combuskin. So let's do the Hattrem again. And we have to look up our relaxed nature and our IVs. 18, 19, 13, 13, 1, 0. Not great. Level 22 is what it would be to evolve it versus Combuskin. Psybeam is highest damage. Will always be slower here, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I really think this is the play. I think we want to get a Hattrem for the gym because it deals with Cubfu really well. It just does play nice 5 times and then takes it out. It deals with Combuskin really well. It takes minimal damage and it deals a lot back with Psybeam. I mean, even Poliwhirl, we could use it. Like, look at this. I think Hattrem is the play here because it can deal with 3 of the Pokemon potentially versus Dreadnaught's 1 on Lopunny. And no one else can really break through this Cubfu because you take too much damage from Brick Break. Feather Dance is fine, I suppose, but we're doing the same thing with Hattrem anyway. And Air Slash just does less damage. Fletchinder isn't much better. It's a little bit better. Fletchinder lead is not terrible. It does 2-shot, but we're not faster. So we're bringing Fletchinder anyway. Just because it's one of our flying types. So the team is probably like something like this. Ponyta has bounce versus you. Don't really need it though. Take a bit too much damage. Are we faster after 1 speed boost? No. So, maybe not even Ponyta, huh? Probably not. How about you? Do you do anything? Pluck. Pluck is nice. Way too much damage from Cubfu. Way too much damage from Lopunny, and you're slower. Rock Smash is nice, but you're not even faster than Scraggy. Yeah, so I don't think we would ever bring you unless you're always critting, like, and even then it's not really worth it because we would have to set it up. So it'll probably end up being this. We would have Hattrem, Grottle, Pidgeotto, Fletchinder, and then Clauncher and Chinchou. Because Clauncher technically survives Retaliate from Lopunny. But then we'll have to switch Let's see how these people do against Lopunny. Unfortunately, Groddle doesn't do much against Lopunny. It's just not a good matchup. Pidgeotto is kind of the same. Fletchinder's kind of... Yeah, nothing really goes into Lopunny well other than... Not even you, because you're slower. You take the most damage out of everybody. Can't rely on Hatchram for everything. Yeah, this is looking to be a real issue with Lopunny. Just does so much damage. And it can just Drain Punch into oblivion. Or Headbutt Flinch us. Razor Leaf can chip away at it, I suppose, but that might be what we have to do, is Razor Leaf, chip away, and then like Aqua Jet doesn't do that much. Quick Attack does even less. It takes very little from Drain Punch. That would be the thing versus Ponyta, maybe. I guess Ponyta is kind of better. Not really for Drain Punch. Fletchinder is just better overall. Yeah, 38% versus 41%. Celio, maybe? Not really. Charm? Charm versus Lopunny can kind of do it, maybe. How do you take a boosted Retaliate? Not great, huh? Yeah, you take... Well, crit never kills you, so you take it better than Clauncher. 57% versus 79%, but then we don't get the Aqua Jet, so we're taking a extra hit. But let's just entertain this for a second against Lopunny. It comes in, boosted Retaliate, we're slower, and it does Drain Punch. Yeah, it's like... It's almost better to just do Clauncher, because we're taking... Yeah, we just get absolutely killed. 57% max roll plus 43% max roll. Whereas with Clauncher, it's just better because we have Aqua Jet. It's the only... If we switch into Fletchinder, it's like... Retaliate crit, 91% max versus 79%. It's not really that different because all rolls of crit kill no matter what, but we kind of need Fletchinder HP for like Combuskin if we need it, because we're faster after 1 speed. No, we're not. Does Fletchinder even do anything against any of these? No, right? I mean, because we're faster than Hitmontop, so we could switch in on like a fake out and do some damage with Aerial Ace and sack Fletchinder. Unfortunately, all of them, not all, but most have a rock move, so Fletchinder is kind of hurting us here. What about you with Psybeam, if you don't miss? No, take too much damage. Psybeam isn't even that powerful, yeah. just don't do enough damage to anything. Yeah. I don't think Remoraid is ever coming to this battle. We might need Fletchinder for low punny. Try to get a flame body. And then flame charge maybe. That could help us. Alright. So I think I'm going to make a decision on who I'm bringing to the gym leader fight. I think it's these 6. It's going to be... Well, let's get them... We want Chinchou, Fletchinder, Pidgeotto, Grottle. We're going to evolve Hatena into Hatchram with our rare candy. And we're bringing Clauncher for low punny. But I'm going to evolve Hatena first before any of that. We take Electrike out of our party. Okay, so this will be our first dedicated rare candy use, and we only get so many of these throughout the game. They're a limited resource, but I think we need it to get Cupcake to level 22. And I'm just going to make sure that Hatena does evolve. Already knows Psybeam. Evolves at level 22. Doesn't learn any new moves, but the stat boost and the damage boost is what we need for Hatena to be useful here. So we are using the one rare candy we have. Cupcake is evolving. So we let it evolve into Hatchram. Alright. Now we want to take a look at Cupcake. Stats are a fair bit better. Play nice. Yep. This is what we want. We've already kind of calculated this out, but we are going to update everything. Hidden Powers, Psychic is just lower damage than Psybeam. Fletchinder, Hidden Power, Ground does not help because Aerial Ace is just better damage. We're not using it against Combuskin anyway. Who else? Pidgeotto fighting might matter. We'll check in a second. Clauncher probably won't matter. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna check Pidgeotto Hidden Power fighting over, like, Feather Dance. Hidden Power fighting versus Lopunny. It is highest damage, but yeah, that's not bad. Honestly, we might want to do it over Tackle because, yeah. I think that's the play, because tackle is not doing anything here. And we kind of want to keep Feather Dance to reduce attack if we need it, so we're going to go do that right now before I forget. We're going to go put Hidden Power Fighting on Pidgeotto over Tackle. We're going to keep Feather Dance, Air Slash, Air Cutter. But before I forget, we're going to go do that. Alright, Hidden Power, Lady. We want Hidden Power Fighting on Chicken. We learn it over Tackle because we're never using Tackle in the gym. We're always using Air Slash or Air Cutter. We now have all special moves, no physical moves on Chicken. We just got rid of our only physical move in Tackle. And now we are going back to Dewford because I think we're fully prepared, other than we need some Great Balls. Because what I just remembered is we can potentially get a another encounter. So let's see if we have anything to sell. Sell our Stardust. We are going to buy some Great Balls. 300 per. We'll do 10, 15. Yeah, we'll do 15. Let's see, how many Pokeballs do we have? We have 26. That should be fine. Yeah, we'll save some money. 26 Pokeballs, 15 Great Balls. This is not the team we're taking. We need to replace Curry with Chinchou. But we're keeping Curry in the party for now. But there is something I want to check if I'm able to do this. I mentioned a moment ago that we might be able to get another encounter straight away. If we can go back to Petalburg, we can go into Petalburg Woods and get an encounter. We'll see if the captain lets us go there. Okay, cannot go back to Petalburg until he sees a gym badge. So we cannot get another encounter yet. But what we are going to do is now we're going to plan for the Battle Girl, the first one in the gym, whose name I don't remember. We'll just go previous until we get to the first fighting type. Alright, Riolu versus... we need to update, which we did. Here we go, import. Hatena is down here. Box 2. Alright, so let's see Hatcham versus Riolu now. Psybeam unfortunately still does not take it out in one hit. We're still slower. But it's pretty good damage. I mean, like, Psybeam has a pretty good chance to take it out. Psybeam has a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 12 out of 16 chance, so basically a 75% chance to one-shot. Can anyone else do better? Not really. You are faster, so that's probably just better, right? Pidgeotto, 2 air slashes. Yeah, or Fletchinder, 2 aerial aces. Really doesn't matter. Next would be Stuffle with Body Slam. Okay, let's try you. Okay. So it's either Stuffle with Body Slam or Mankey with Outrage or Thrash. 36%, 38%. So I think it's Stuffle with Body Slam. But important note on Mankey, we just got rid of Tackle for Hidden Power Fighting. So why is that not updated? Right. Hidden Power Fighting. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. We Hidden Power Fighting, it's never... Oh, right. This is not the one with reversal, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, we just go in with, honestly, our gym team, and we're good. We just have to lead with specific people, specific Pokemon. I guess they're technically people, right? Pokemon are people. Not physically, you know, but... Alright, Chicken needs a Cherry Berry. Here we go, Cherry Berry. Teriyaki gets a Cherry Berry just in case. And then Cupcake should have one. Yep. Alright, we should be good to go. We lead with Chicken because we're faster and we two-shot. Okay. Yo, champ in the making. He's just telling us the rules. We already know all the rules. Yeah, and they don't pay me enough to deal with unattentive trainers who won't make it far. Hey, I resent that remark. We're gonna save here. And then we should be good to take on Battle Girl Laura. Just have to save here really quick. Make sure we're leading with Chicken. Chicken with a Cherry Berry. Battle Girl Laura should be pretty straightforward. We Air Slash. We might get the flinch, if not, it's fine. There's Body Slam. We did get paralyzed, but we have a Cherry Berry. That's why we equipped one. We Air Slash again. Next should be Mankey, maybe? Yep. I think Mankey is actually faster. So we Air Slash here. Yep, there's Thrash. We should be fine. 24 damage. Crit might have killed us there. But we're okay still. Probably just switch here, but... There's Stuffle. 25 HP against Stuffle. Body Slam. Body Slam crit can kill us. What if we switch in Fletchinder? Oof. That's rough. I think we're okay. It does have a Citrus Berry that's a little annoying. We would really hate to lose Pidgeotto here, so I think we just switch to Grotle. Do some damage. No need to risk a crit. Let's see, Grotle takes 27.5. Ponyta takes way more. So we shift. Who are we missing? Chinchou? Yeah. Shift into Salad. There's Body Slam. Hopefully we don't get paralyzed. We will Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf again. Alright, now we switch. Oh, we got a crit. Never mind, we're completely fine. But just a little reminder that all the trainers are dangerous. Never underestimate them. If we had... No, I think that was fine. Alright, next is Sailor Brendan. Far-fetched. Let's see, does Hatcham handle you? Not really, huh? Take off that Cherry Berry. Okay. Knockoff crit never kills. And Psybeam, again, does not always take it out, and we're slower. So let's try Pidgeotto again. Pidgeotto is faster in 2 shots. Probably just take off the berry, right? No items. So it's always doing dual wing beat. We just air slash twice. Versus Fletchinder. Aerial Ace does do it. No item. So dual wing beat is 45% versus 38%. So we just lead Pidgeotto. We air slash twice. No item. You come in. Rock Smash or Pin Missile, either is fine. Yeah. Should be good. We give Chicken a berry. No, we don't, because of knockoff damage. It should be fine. We'll take the item off of Teriyaki and Cupcake. I don't think either of them will be out on Farfetch'd, but we're good to go. I keep running into walls. Alright, chicken up front. We go right in. Sailor Brendan. 2 air slashes should always take it out. And we are faster. Inner focus means it cannot flinch, so no cheesing it that way. There's its citrus, doesn't really matter. Dual wing beat. Alright. That damage is fine. We air slash, quick attack. Alright, we're at 32 against you. 51%. Alright, we're safe from Rock Smash crit and not Pin Missile crit though. What if we switch here? Oh yeah, we're completely safe. Are we faster though? We're faster, right? No, this thing is super fast. Yeah. So it goes first. 5 hits of pin missile plus crit do take us out. So we just go into you. But Rock Smash is a little annoying. Yeah. Rock Smash crit. I think we'll be fine. We just air slash here. There's 1 hit. There's 2 hit. There's 3. Please stop. Okay, good. Now we switch into Teriyaki. There's Pin Missile. 1 hit. 2 hit. 3 hit. 4 hit. And 5 hit. Does Quick Attack take this out? 10%? Probably not, right? It's at like 8 HP. Yeah, it's just out of Quick Attack range, so we Aerial Ace. There's Pin Missile. 2 hits. 3 hits. Alright, there we go. A little bit scary, but overall fine. Alright. We go back, we heal. And then the next fight is the Demon Mankey. Pardon me. Okay, let's try you. Okay, yeah, we want to lead Farfetch'd against this Makuhita because it loves to do Fake Out turn 1 and 2 Plucks always take it out. Next to come in will be Mankey with Power Up Punch is 31%, or Ledian with any move. Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch. I'm thinking it's Ledian because they're both faster and but Ledian sees higher damage with 32%, so that's fine. We just need to switch out Groddle probably, or Hatchrim for Farfetch'd, and the rest should be easy. So we want Farfetch'd here. We switch out Hatchrim. We want to keep her safe at all costs. She's our secret weapon against the gym leader. We switch into Duck because it has inner focus. It ignores flinch from Fake Out. And then the rest should be easy. We don't really need berries anywhere. Alright. We go into the gym. We should be good to go. Make sure we're leading Farfetch'd. Here is Battle Girl Lilith. We're ready for your tricks this time. We pluck. Oh, it didn't fake out. Strange, but fine. There's arm thrust. Hit 3 times. Now it's doing bullet punch, isn't it? Yeah, bullet punch against Farfetched 38 HP. Bullet punch crit never takes us out. Pluck always takes it out. We're fine. We pluck here. There's bullet punch. A little bit annoying. Thought it would do fake out, but no. Guess it wouldn't really matter either way, but in comes Ledian. Yes. So it's we're at 24 HP. Ledian comes in. Most likely is Drain Punch, but it could also easily be Thunder or Ice Punch. We're at 41%, so any crit, any high roll crit can kill us. So we just switch in to Ponyta, who takes all of these comfortably. And then outspeeds in 2 shots. We could do that. We could do maybe Clauncher. No. Because if it's Thunder Punch. Groddle, if it's Fire Ice Punch, is annoying. Yeah. It's faster. Pidgeotto. And Fletchinder. Yeah, we just go into Ponyta. Hopefully we have her in the party. We do. There's Curry. We shift. Hope for no Para or Freeze. Well, no Para. That's fine. We outspeed and we click Flame Wheel. That's Mach Punch. That's fine. Mach Punch crit never kills. So we Flame Wheel again. Flame Body does not matter here. Alright, we're at 20 HP. Yep. 20 HP on Ponyta. And Mankey comes out last. It should always be doing Power Up Punch. Which only crit kills. We are faster. We could Ember it. No, we are faster. Barely. But we could just switch in Fletchinder. Yeah, that's the play. Yep, we switch to Fletchinder. No need to stay in and risk a crit. So we switch in Fletchinder here. It only has Power Up Punch and Reversal. Its attack is raised by 1. We burn it, which is excellent. Now its attack is effectively halved. And now its Focus Sash is broken. We are faster by 1 point, and Aerial Ace always kills. So we have no fear of Focus Sash reversal, thanks to the burn. So that was pretty easy. Alright, we go back and heal. And then we prep for the next fight, which is Black Belt Christian. Starts with Metatite. Fake Out. Let's try this again. We are slower. Brick Break does a lot to us as Farfetch'd, so it's not really worth it to lead Farfetch'd. Let's try Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto also takes a lot from Fake Out and Rock Throw. A little bit annoying. Fletchinder definitely doesn't do better here because of the rock move, so let's try Hatchrim. Oh yeah, Hatchrim bodies this thing, like, it's barely taking any damage. And we two-shot it with Psybeam. Koba Berry reduces Psychic move, though, right? It doesn't matter, because Koba Berry is 54% even without. No, what is Koba Berry then? I'll have to look it up. Let's see, shall we? Koba Berry. Flying type. Alright, that's fine. We're using Psychic. Take some damage. We are slower, so we'll be taking 3 hits of Fake Out, Brick Break, and Brick Break twice. If Brick Break crits, 36 is 72. Never takes us out, no matter what. Because 72 plus 26 is 98. So we just put an Oranberry on her. And next would be Machoke with Facade, or Girder with Bulldoze. Probably Machoke, because Facade is highest damage. Yeah. It's 26% damage. So we switch in. We don't want to activate Guts, unfortunately. So we can't use either of our Flame Body Pokemon. So we switch in here. 2 Air Slashes take it out, and we are faster. That is nice. Facade crit plus Vital Throw crit does take us out. Unfortunately, we have to switch in on a Facade, depending on how low Hatchrim is. If Hatchrim is high enough HP to take a crit Facade, then we can stay in, we can do Psybeam, then we can switch and always take it out with Air Slash. If not, we could always switch in Clauncher, who actually tanks this quite well. So we want Clauncher, Hatchrim, Pidgeotto, and then Girder comes in on, let's say, Pidgeotto. Either Low Sweep or Rock Throw. Grottle can kind of handle this, right? A little. Not great. On this one, again, we can't bring our Flame Body Mons. How about you? No. How about Chincho? Not really. Okay, so we just have to be careful with our status Mons. Mons that apply status when we when they get hit physically. Would you be better? Ponyta might be... No. Because we need... Well, 46% versus... Oh, yeah. Okay. but both of them have flame bodies, so maybe Remoraid is faster and does some damage. We'll bring Remoraid as a backup. We don't want to trigger anyone's Guts abilities because that increases their attack sky high, or by 50%, I should say. We want Hatchrim in the party, and we want... yeah. Who else? Chinchou, we don't really need. Farfetch'd, we don't really need. So we have you. Electrike, do you do anything? Not really. But Chinchou is just a little bit, not that much better on any of them. So who do we want to bring? You take too much from the fighting moves. But I would rather have Celio over Chinchou. Alright. So we take Celio over Duck. Alright. So we want to lead with Cupcake against Metatite, Oranberry. Give Cupcake an Oranberry. Vanilla had an Oran. We'll give Vanilla an Oran, just in case. I think everyone probably gets Oran here, because there's no status on their side. Yeah, it's all damaging moves. Salad gets Oran. Sushi gets an Oran. Lobster gets an Oran. Alright. Should be good to go. For Black Belt, Christian is the next trainer in the gym. Maybe not the most dangerous one, but one of. I keep misclicking. We're gonna save here. This guy above me should be Black Belt Christian. If it's not, we reload the save and go talk to the proper guy. But if it is Christian, then we're fine. Yes, Black Belt Christian. There's Metatite. We will take 3 hits from this thing. There's Fake Out. Detect, it's just stalling. But it cannot escape the inevitable. There's Rock Throw, that's fine. 2 Psybeams, always take it out. We're always safe from crit. Once again, it's stalling. There's Brick Break, hopefully it does not crit. Oranberry takes us to 36, which is decent. Psybeam takes it out. Should be Machoke Facade angle here. Yep, there's Machoke. So we're just going to check and make sure. We're at 36 with Hatchrim. 36. No Berry. Against Machoke. It's Facade, Protect, or Bulk Up. Crit Facade never takes us out. We are slower. So I think we just do some chip with Psybeam here. Vital Throw crit, yeah. Alright. So we Psybeam. There's Facade. And now we're at 22. Facade crit can take us out. Highest roll. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a 1 in 3 chance that a crit kills. And it's always using Facade. Facade, Protect, Bulk Up. We just switch in to Pidgeotto here because we're faster. And crit never kills. Air Slash always kills, no matter what. No reason to risk a crit. And we go into Pidgeotto because of Guts. We didn't want any Flame Body Pokemon here. Protect is perfectly fine. Leftovers is fine. We're faster. We Air Slash. Air Slash still always takes it out no matter what because it does 50%. We just have to get there. Air Slash takes it out. We're full health on Chicken. Last is Girder with Rock Throw. Should always be going for that. Alright, so Chicken is out at full HP against Girder. Really, it always sees, pretty much always sees low sweep crit. Neither of these take us out. Air Slash, we're faster. Yeah, we just Air Slash here. Perfectly fine. Maybe we get the flinch. Nope. There's the crit, and our speed is lower, so we now need to switch. Oranberry activates, we're now at 31, and we're at -1. We are slower. Low sweep crit always kills. Rock Throw crit always kills. But it's pretty much always low sweep. Let's see. Who do we want to go to? Grottle, perhaps? Grottle takes the least damage. How about Hatchram? Depends on what health we're at. Let's check, shall we? Hatchram? No, we're not switching in Hatchram. So we just go to Salad here. And one Razor Leaf should take it out. 24 or 22 damage is scary, but we just Razor Leaf. Another Oranberry used. And we've gotten past Black Belt Christian. And now we go back and we heal. Next battle is Black Belt Taco. Takao. Let's see. Who's faster? Okay, so Ponyta is faster. Spore. Poison Heal. 2 Flame Wheels should always take this out. Wake Up Slap crit can just take us out, though. It should always do Mach Punch, but there is a chance. Bounce always kills if it hits, so we could just do that. No Focus Sash. I think we just go for Bounce, because we are at full HP. Yeah, it's always going for Mach Punch anyway, so we just go for bounce. We don't really need a berry. Mach Punch crit. I guess we'll put an Oran Berry on Ponyta, and then next to come in should be Mienfoo with Rock Slide is 79%. Yeah, Mienfoo with Rock Slide. Rock Slide or Fake Out. Probably Fake Out, right? So probably fakes out turn 1. It should always do Fake Out, because it never sees kill with Rock Slide. So we let it do Fake Out, maybe get burned, then it's always doing Rock Slide. Rock Slide crit always takes us out. So we switch in Grottle. And then we can Razor Leaf it down, probably. And then Baniri comes in for Triple Axle. We go back to Celio, maybe? Yeah. We go to Celio on Triple Axle, and then it's always baiting Jump Kick. Or it could also be Fake Out on Grottle. It loves to do Fake Out. But either way, we could switch to Celio, and then it's Jump Kick. Alright. So we want Celio. We actually want Fletchinder for this. Does Fletchinder outspeed? Fletchinder actually just straight up outspeeds Breloom. And Aerial Ace takes it out, so that's even better. So we lead with Fletchinder, and then it's always like Rock Slide, like no doubt in my mind. Rock Slide. We just put Fletchinder over Remoraid. And we bring Celio. Alright, could you... Alright, I'm gonna get my team ready, and then I'm gonna take a break real quick. Just let me get my team situated. Alright, we lead with Fletchinder. Don't really need a berry. We'll give her one just in case. Oran Berry. Vanilla has a Oran. Lobster should have a Oran. Okay. Salad will give a Oran. Just everybody gets an Oran. Alright, I'm gonna save just in case. And then we are going to take a brief break. Stay tuned. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, we are back. We should be going again. Bit difficult to tell. For some reason my, it says the connection's good, but it's not showing anything. So, I'm gonna assume we're still good. Who are we fighting next? This guy, right. I think I already prepared. Fletchinder. Yeah. Orenberry. Let's check our Pokemon. Should be good to go. Black Belt Taikyo. Right, he's right up here. I got confused for a second because of where he's standing. There's Taikyo. We just Aerial Ace here. There's Mach Punch. Flame Body does not matter. Aerial Ace always takes it out. Next should be Mienfoo with Rock Slide. Oh, Baniri. Fake out? Surely not, right? That's really weird. Triple Axle, I suppose? It says Triple Axle bugged. So, fake out maybe, but... I can't really assume fake out because it's faster. I feel like it's fake out, but if I guess wrong, then I'm dead to Triple Axle. So we just go to Vanilla to be safe. If it's fake out, fine. Yep, there's fake out. Now it's always Jump Kick. Yep. So we go back to Fletchinder on a Jump Kick. If it misses, fine. If not, we do the same song and dance. Meaning we switch back and forth. Jump Kick hits, that's fine. We burn it, excellent. Now we go back to Vanilla on Triple Axle, who takes it comfortably. There's Triple Axle. That was a crit. A crit was 1 damage. We're completely safe here. It's burned. Even Jump Kick won't do much to us. So we Brine here. Brine is most damage. Yeah. Even through burn, 16 damage is a lot. So let's just make sure we're not dead to Jump Kick crit. We're at 40 HP, I believe. Yes. Baniri, Jump Kick. It is burned. So Jump Kick crit. Come on. 39%. We're always safe. Brine always takes it out. There's Jump Kick. This is why we brought Vanilla, because it matches up really well into all of its moves except Jump Kick. So we have a switch chain between vanilla and teriyaki. Last is Mienfu at 33 HP. It is probably just fake out. Yeah, I think it wants to do fake out, which is fine. I'm pretty sure it's always fake out. We switch in teriyaki on the fake out. If it's rock slide for some reason, that really sucks. Drain punch. Okay, we got lucky there. Oranberry activates. Should always be rock slide, so we go to salad. There's rock slide. We do razor leaf, I believe, is most damage. Yes. Drain punch is annoying, but overall should be fine. That is a lot of damage. We got a critical hit, which is nice. So 43 HP against Mienfu. It's either Drain Punch or Detect. If we go to Fletchinder, we are faster. Yeah, we go back to Fletchinder. Should never be Rock Slide. There's Drain Punch, completely fine. We are faster. Aerial Ace always takes it out. Alright, there we go. A little bit scary, but we do take it out. We got very, very lucky there on the switch from Vanilla, because apparently it did not see Fake Out as the highest priority. It went for either Drain Punch or Rock Slide, I think. So Fake Out does not always happen. Alright, who's next? I believe this is the last trainer is Battlegirl Jocelyn. She does start with Kecleon. Let's see. Fletchinder is faster. Wants to do Thunder Wave. We don't really do much back, unfortunately. And it turns into an electric type. So let's try Ponyta, maybe? Doesn't really do much either. Celio is slower. No, faster. Drain Punch is annoying. Yeah. How about Groddle? If it turns into a ground type... Where is it? Ground. Sand Tomb. Really? Or no, if it turns into an electric type, then Sand Tomb does not do as much as Razor Leaf. Okay, we could maybe lead Groddle. We'd need a Cherry Berry. It'd be a 3-hit with Razor Leaf. You would always bait Shadow Punch. Yeah, Shadow Punch crit is scary. And we are speed tied. So. How about Farfetch'd? Do you do anything? Kinda. Rock Smash. Could do that. We're always faster. Thunder Wave, it turns into... Rock Smash, hit, lower defense. Thunder Wave happens, turns into an electric type. Wow, really? Okay. So even at -1 defense, 2 Rock Smashes do not kill. But this is the best lead so far. So we will lead with Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd probably baits. Shadow Punch is 56%. We're just looking for highest damage. Yeah, it should always bait Golett, Shadow Punch. So we could switch in to Pidgeotto, who's immune. And then it's always either Mega Punch or Drain Punch. And we can Feather Dance to sharply reduce its attack. Yeah, so we want Pidgeotto second. Sharply reduce its attack. Then we switch to Grotle, who takes it out with 2 Razor Leafs. Then we're baiting Pignite for Incinerate. So we switch in to either Incinerate or Flame Charge. We switch in to Fletchinder, who takes it out with 2 Aerial Aces. Grotle, Fletchinder. Then Komodo comes in last. Dragon Breath plus Dragon Tail. Let's see how much those do here. Not much. Alright, we're good. We are Gucci. Alright, so Farfetch'd, Pidgeotto, Grotle. Fletchinder. So we just replaced Vanilla, basically, with Farfetch'd. Alright, we bring Farfetch'd out with his Leak. Leak does increase critical damage, or critical hit ratio, so we might get lucky and just critical one-shot the Kecleon. Thunder Wave on it is annoying. No one else has any paralyzed moves though, so we just lead. We give Duck a Cherry Berry. We'll give Salad a Cherry Berry in case we need to switch him into the Kecleon. Chicken should have an Orin. Yeah. We'll take that. We'll take the other berries. Just so they don't get destroyed by Incinerate, should we need to switch in. So we just have 2, Cherry Berry and Orin. No, 2 Cherry Berries. That's all we need, I think. Alright. Last trainer is Battle Girl Jocelyn. She's right up here. Make sure we are leading Duck. We're gonna save. Hopefully we'll be able to do this pretty easily. She leads Kecleon, we lead Farfetch'd, because it's our only fighting type. We Rock Smash here to lower defense. Hopefully it Thunder Waves. Yes. There's Thunder Wave. We heal with Cherry Berry. Another Rock Smash may take this out. We'll see. Alright, excellent. Next should be Golett with Shadow Punch. Yep, there's Golett. We switch to Pidgeotto, to Chicken, to dodge the Shadow Punch. Then we Feather Dance to sharply reduce its attack. So it's doing very little damage. There's Mega Punch. Crit will still hurt. We switch now to Salad. 2 Razor Leafs should always take it out. Drain Punch is fine. We Razor Leaf. Let's see how much this does. Yeah, well over 50. So we Razor Leaf again. Next should be Pignite Incinerate. So we switch to Fletchinder. We switch to Teriyaki. There's Incinerate. Okay, that's annoying. We Aerial Ace here. Takedown crit should never kill. Oh, it's Flame Charge. Now it's faster. I don't think that matters. We'll have to check. Is Pignite faster after 1 speed boost? Probably, right? No, it is not. So we're fine. Aerial Ace always takes it out. Next is Komo-O. Hakamo'o, whatever. 31 HP against Hakamo'o. It can take us out with crit, so we want to switch here. Hatchram takes 29%. Highest damage. Clauncher takes 36%. Pidgeotto takes 33%. We are slower than it. Dragon Tail switches, if I'm remembering correctly. We need to get rid of its Citrus Berry. I think Pidgeotto takes 33% versus 38%. Yeah. Pidgeotto takes the least amount. Other than Hatchram, but we're taking 2 hits anyway. So we switch to Pidgeotto. Because we're in danger of a crit here. We switch in Chicken. There's Dragon Breath. Don't paralyze. Okay, now we have to switch again. That's really unfortunate. So Chicken is now at 23. Either crit can kill. But high rolls don't. Honestly, I think we stay in and we air slash once and we just risk the crit. We can't keep switching around this. Yeah. I think we stay in. Hopefully we get the flinch. No crit, please. Alright, we're safe. We switch now to Cupcake, I believe. And hope for no paralysis. No para, please. That's fine, we synchronize. Alright, we're at 46. Hatchram at 46. We are slower, but we are safe from any crit. So we stay in and we Psybeam. Alright, we take it out. A little bit scary at the end there. And now comes the most dangerous fight. The gym leader fight against Brawly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up trainer battles here and see if it matches up. We look for Brawly. There's Gym Leader Brawly. Kubfu has the same moveset. It doesn't say that any of the PP is increased, which means the moves can be used more. So I'm going to check Sucker Punch. Can only be used 5 times. I don't know if it's been maxed out, but if it has, that should be fine. Because we want this as our team. We lead with Hatchram against Gym Leader Brawly. We give her a Oran Berry for healing against Kubfu. We are slower. So what we do is we always do play nice 5 times until it runs out of Sucker Punches. Once it runs out of Sucker Punches, it will be doing Mega Punches, but it will be at -5. So the only thing that's dangerous to us are critical hits. So we only have to suffer 2 critical hits. We could even try to heal ourselves with Life Dew if we want. Let's make sure Life Dew does what I think it does. Yeah, it recovers up to 25% of max HP, which would be really, really nice. So that's what we do. We do that until Kubfu is gone. And we hope for no critical hits. Next to come in should always be Lopunny with boosted Retaliate being highest damage. So that's 65%. Crit is 98, but that's fine. So boosted Retaliate is 65%. Combuskin doesn't have anything. Hitmontop has Pursuit, but does not see it as highest damage unless it calcs Retaliate as not boosted. I'll have to look if there's special AI for that, because if it's Hitmontop Pursuit, then we are just screwed. Yeah. Crit could pretty much destroy us. So, I'm gonna check real quick for Pursuit AI, which will be in here. So we open this, if it will load, hopefully. Alright, there we go. We look for Pursuit. There we go. If Pursuit can KO, it cannot. And we will hopefully not be below 40%. If we do, Pursuit gets +8. AI is faster, so that's +11. So it's +11. Let's see Retaliate. Is there no Retaliate in here? Surely there must be. Okay, so there's no special... Okay. Okay, so that's +17. Alright. AI is faster than the target. Damage roll for all of its attacking moves, and highest damage move gets the following score. Okay. We hope that it's Lopunny Retaliate, because if it's not... If it's, for some reason, if it's Pursuit, then we're in trouble. But let's assume it's Lopunny Retaliate, because boosted Retaliate is highest damage at 65%. Crit could kill us if we're... because we've taken some damage, right? So we switch to... We switch here on the boosted Retaliate. Crit always kills, but we have to do this no matter what. So we lead with Hatchram. We switch to Clauncher. We give Clauncher a Oranberry. There we go. To heal. We need to replace Duck with Chinchou. So we do that. And Chinchou is for the purposes of switching on Thunder Punches from Combuskin. And that's pretty much it. Because Ponyta versus Combuskin is... If we switch, +1, we're slower after 1 speed boost. So Double Kick just takes it out. Whereas Chinchou versus this, Double Kick also takes it out, but it's immune to Thunder Punch. So we can get health back on switches with Thunder Punch. So we lead with Cupcake with a Oranberry to heal. We switch to Lobster on what we hope is the boosted Retaliate. We Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet always switches out Lopunny into Combuskin Thunder Punch. We give Scallops a Oranberry for healing. We're always slower, does not matter. Thunder Punch is ineffective. It will then always be using... Combuskin will always be using Double Kick. Crit Double Kick can just take out Chinchou, but we can get a Bubble Beam in for 60% damage, which is really, really good. So we switch in on a Thunder Punch. It's +1. It's faster. It uses Double Kick. We use Bubble Beam. Thunder Wave is useless because it has a Lumberry. It gets to +2. Double Kick takes us down to 30%, which will be 19 HP, which we will heal up to 29. So it's still always Double Kick. So then we will switch, because Double Kick always kills, into Fletchinder, who takes the Double Kick. And takes it very well. Always baits Thunder Punch, so we switch back. Here, we take the Thunder Punch, we heal. I'm not sure how much we heal, but we might be safe to do another Bubble Beam and take it out. But Fletchinder should always bait Thunder Punch, so we give Fletchinder a Oran Berry. So we take out Combuskin with Chinchou. Lopunny comes back in with boosted Retaliate. Yeah, so that is highest damage, no doubt. 100%, yeah. So, here's the problem now, is we have to go to Grottle on boosted Retaliate. And we basically have to 1v1 this Lopunny with Grottle. Hope for not a lot of headbutt flinches. Do some damage with Razor Leaf. So we give Grottle a Oran Berry. Should already have one. Alright, we're going to give him a Oran Berry. We don't have to 1v1 with Salad, but that's the main strategy. If switches need to happen, then I'll try to make them happen. But no one else takes good damage from this, except maybe Pidgeotto. 30% is pretty good. Could maybe get a Flame Body proc from Fletchinder. Hatchrim we don't really want to use against this. So eventually Lopunny will go down. Combuskin should already be down, so it should be Hitmontop with Mach Punch at 36%, or Poliwhirl with Ice Beam at 52%. So it's Poliwhirl with Ice Beam. Okay. So then we also need to switch in to Chinchou on an Ice Beam. And then it's either Superpower or Hidden Power Grass on Chinchou, who is slower. Depending what health we're at, we can potentially Electro Ball it or Thunder Wave it, but if we need to switch, we can switch in Pidgeotto, who takes 38% from a Superpower, and then Superpower decreases its attack and defense by 1 stage each. -1, -1. Air Slash is highest damage and we're slower. It wants to Ice Beam again. So we could maybe switch to Hatchrim on an Ice Beam. Yeah. Okay. If we take out Poliwhirl with Hatchrim, it is always Scraggy with Feint Attack at 72%. Yeah, Feint Attack at 72% against Hatchrim. Well, maybe. If she's at, let's say 45 HP. Feint Attack is highest damage. It is faster, so it's always using feint attack. Who do we switch into that? We could maybe switch in to Fletchinder on the feint attack. Maybe. That's a lot of damage, though. We're probably going to have to sack something. Yeah. Okay. I think we've pretty much got it as best as we can. Chicken gets a Orin. Everyone should have Orin berries. Just need to double check. Yes, everyone has Orins. I think this is the best possible team we can have for the gym leader. Unfortunately, would Celio be better against Poliwhirl? Probably not, right? Because we don't do anything back to it. It takes way less from Ice Beam, is the thing, but that superpower is scary. We could do it, maybe, instead of Chinchou, but we need Chinchou for Thunder Punch from Combuskin. Yeah. Our electric type doesn't do anything into it. We kind of do. We kind of do, actually. We might want to bring our Electrike, even though we're slower. If we can Thunder Wave it with Chinchou, we'll be faster. Yeah, looking at this matchup, I think Fletchinder is not correct here. Because even though Fletchinder is a flying type that we need, it's also weak to the rock moves on this team, and it's weak to the water move from Poliwhirl. So, like, looking at it, it can only be used on maybe, not even Combuskin because of Thunder Punch. It's literally only for Hitmontop. And it has Rock Slide, so I think that we replace Fletchinder with Electrike here. Because it is fast. And it does a lot of damage against Poliwhirl with Shockwave. I think this is what we have to do. Yeah. Pidgeotto against Scraggy is not great matchup. It really isn't. Yeah. Grotle doesn't really do anything against Scraggy. We could try to stall it out of rest PP, but there's really nobody that does any damage to it except Hatchram with Disarming Voice, and she takes too much. So what we would have to do is we'd have to decrease its attack. Try to, anyway, with Feather Dance, but then it'll want to do Power Up Punch. It still wants to do Rock Tomb. We could make this work, I think. I think this is correct. Because we really need something on this Poliwhirl, and Electrike just does it. Just barely enough, I think. So we switch out Electrike for Fletchinder. We give Electrike a Orin. Alright, so one more time. Lead Cupcake against Cupfu. Play nice until it's run out of sucker punches. It's now at -5. It's always doing Brick Break, I think. Mega Punch. Mega Punch crits are scary, but we just have to survive 2, which we can with Oranberry, which we have. So let's, that's fine. We take him out. Should always be boosted Retaliate. We switch to Clauncher. Aqua Jet brings in Combustion Thunder Punch. We switch to Chin Chow. We do a Bubble Beam. We switch on a Double Kick to who? We switch back to Clauncher on a Double Kick, maybe. That's not really good. Because Chin Chow baits Double Kick 100% of the time. And we need Clauncher HP. We could do it, maybe. Because Aqua Jet does 30%. It's not quite enough, though. 30% plus 60% from Bubble Beam is not quite enough, which is unfortunate. So we're gonna have to switch to Pidgeotto on a Double Kick. Still does a lot of damage, but it's the only thing that baits Thunder Punch. So Double Kick does a lot of damage, unfortunately. Pidgeotto is probably not surviving this fight, but it baits Thunder Punch. So we switch back to Chin Chow on the Thunder Punch, and then another Bubble Beam takes it out. Then that brings in Lopunny again. Take out Lopunny with Grotle mostly. Then that brings in Poliwhirl. Yep. I think we can make it through this if we're smart and we don't get crit. It really comes down to that. No critical hits. Let's see if we can do this. Everyone has Oran Berries. They should. I'm gonna triple check again because I need to. Alright. Lead Cupcake. We have Play Nice, which we are going to do. Oranberry. Lobster with Aqua Jet and Oranberry. Chin Chow, Volt Absorb. Yeah, Volt Absorb. And Bubble Beam, Oranberry. Electrike with Shockwave, Quick Attack, Oranberry. Grotle, Shell Armor, Oranberry. Razor Leaf. And then Pidgeotto with Air Slash, Feather Dance, Hidden Power Fighting. Pidgeotto's probably not going to make it through this. I'm going to say that straight away. I already said that, but we're going to save here. Okay. If the calculator did not lie to me, I'm going to refresh the page. We are leading with Hatchrim. Okay. Leading Hatchrim versus Cubfu. It says that Sucker Punch always happens. So we're going to believe the calculator. We just need to count 5 Sucker Punches. We talked to Brawly. Hopefully I did this right. There's Cubfu. Alright. Play nice. Sucker Punch number 1. Sucker Punch number 2. Sucker Punch number 3. Sucker Punch number 4. Oh no! Okay, that's really, really bad. That's really, 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 really bad for us. Why is it going Brick Break? It's at -5. It should never be going for Brick Break. Why is it going for Brick Break? 43. I didn't miscount, did I? This is really, really, really bad now. We have to Psybeam now. Crit Sucker Punch can kill us. I have no idea why it went for Brick Break. This is really, 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 really bad. Now it's a guessing game. Sucker Punch AI is happening. Damn. I just got really lucky. Okay. This was a... Does it do Sucker Punch now? If it Sucker Punches, we lose. It did not use Sucker Punch last turn, it used Brick Break. So now it is... It should always be highest damage. So it should be Sucker Punch now. So we play nice one more time and hope. Yes! Okay, there's Sucker Punch number 5. We just got incredibly lucky that it used Sucker Punch the first 4 times. Psybeam. Do not crit us, please. Okay, we just have to do one more. Okay, we just took it out. It was a range. It should be Lopunny Retaliate. Okay. Now, we have to switch into Lobster. We have no other play. I'm going to check something really quick. We did not take Electrike into account. Yeah, no. We have to go to Clauncher. Yep. Good luck, Lobster. Please don't crit us. Don't crit. Okay. We are safe for now. Aqua Jet to switch it out. It should always be Combuskin Thunder Punch. Alright, I just want to make positive that this is... There's a 3% chance for double kick. You gotta be kidding. Well... 3% chance. You got this, Scallops. Please be Thunder Punch. Yes! Excellent. Now it's always double kick. We Bubble Beam here. Bubble Beam. It used Workup. Okay. It's at +1. Attack and special attack. Maybe we crit? Okay. It's at +2 speed. And +1 attack. +1. It's +1. +1. Double kick. No. We're full HP. Double kick is scary. Double kick is scary. At +1, but I think we have to risk it. It's worked up once. It's got 2 speed boosts. We can take it out right now. We Bubble Beam. Do not crit. Oh my gosh. Okay, Combuskin down. But that means no more healing for Scallops. No more Thunder Punch healing for Scallops. I don't know what comes in here. I honestly don't. Is it Retaliate again? Yes. It's boosted Retaliate. So now we have to go to Salad on a boosted Retaliate because Lobster is at 28 HP and Lopunny at boosted Retaliate always does 67%. So we have to go to Groddle, who's at full HP and has an Oranberry. Takes 53% from High Roll Retaliate, which is not good for us. Yeah, this is not looking good. But this is what we have to do. We have to go to Groddle on boosted Retaliate. Alright. Good luck, Groddle. Headbutt. That's fine. We Razor Leaf. Don't flinch, please. Okay. Do not flinch, please. Please, please do not flinch. Very good. Get a crit, please. We did! We just need to hit it one more time. How much does Absorb do? 11%? I'm not risking it. It's at like 9 HP. I'm doing Razor Leaf. Do not flinch. Yes! Yes! Oh, we're so low. It's so scary. Lopunny down. We're in the back half. Who comes out next? Mach Punch? Ice Beam? Hitmontop. Hitmontop came out because we are at 13 HP. So it saw kill with Mach Punch and Fake Out. Every move, really. Damn it, I'm Pursuit Trapped. Damn it, we lose Groddle here. Maybe I should have switched. I think we should have switched. But who would we switch to? Nobody was faster than Lopunny. Damn, Pursuit AI. We always die here. There's no chance for us. We're slower. Alright. That's really unfortunate. I really don't want to lose our starter, but we have no choice. It's gonna Pursuit. Let's check again. If Pursuit can KO +10. So plus 13. Yeah. Yeah, Pursuit is the highest boosted move. Damn. That's really unfortunate. I'm just trying to see if there's any way I can get out of this. I don't think there is. Damn. I'm looking to see who's best against it. Sorry, Salad. I should have switched you out on Lopunny. I don't know who. Maybe Electrike could have come in with Quick Attack. I'm sorry. Alright, so Cupcake is the best option here. If we go into Electrike, we're slower. Electrike is full HP. We need Electrike for Poliwhirl. We still have Poliwhirl in the back. Yeah, so we have to go to Hatchrim. We have to go to Hatchrim and hope. For no crit. Damn. Hope for no high roll, no crit. Or here. This is better odds. We can flinch though. Feather Dance doesn't help us, does it? Kind of. Not really. Pidgeotto dies to crit Rock Slide. But Hatchrim is at 38 HP. So dies to Pursuit crit. They're both slower, it doesn't matter. How much does Disarming Voice do to Scraggy again? 41, that's the highest damage. Yeah. We have to keep Hatchrim healthy, I think. We go to Pidgeotto. Hope for no Rock Slide flinches. We Air Slash here. No crit, no flinch, please, one time. Okay, we got some damage in. It's always using Rock Slide. Still. We're at 29 HP. It's either Mach Punch or Rock Slide. We have no other play. We can't switch. Have to stay in. Goodbye, Pidgeotto. You did us well. Alright. Hatchrim is our only hope. Psybeam. No crit. I don't know if Oranberry saves us here. Psybeam should take it out. Yes. What comes in? Feint attack, Scraggy. Yep. Feint attack. We have to switch here. Poliwhirl's still in the back. We lose another Pokemon. Go to Lobster at 28. We can survive. We are slower. Yeah. Damn. That really stinks. Slower. We have to Aqua Jet, I think, for highest chance. Because then 43% takes us to 5%, which is 3 HP. And then it's a random move. And we're slower. We have to go to Lobster here. Is Cupcake in range of anything else? 18 HP. We're slower. No, it's always Feint attack. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Don't crit. Yeah. We have to do as much damage as we can, which unfortunately is Aqua Jet because we're slower. Goodbye, Lobster. Damn. Yeah, I think we lost. Scallops is faster. But we just don't do enough damage. What is Scallops at? 17. Any move kills. Bubble Beam is highest damage. 10%, 25%. Yeah. Poliwhirl's still in the back. And has HP Grass, so... yeah. Have to go to Scallops. Because we're faster. Cupcake can't even do anything. She's just slower in one shot. Unless we get a speed drop here. Is it worth it to do Thunder Wave? If we do Thunder Wave, we don't do damage. And we're dead. And Thunder Wave can miss. We have to, I think. We have to get it slower so we even have a possibility of beating it. We have to Thunder Wave here. Hope we don't miss. Alright. It is paralyzed. Rock Tomb. Goodbye. Scallops. God damn it. We lost. There's nothing we can do. That stupid Shed Skin, I didn't even see that. Thunder Wave was entirely useless. We should have just done damage. Not that it matters. Hatchrim is slower. Outsped. outsped in one shot by feint attack. This is really stupid. Well, I tried my best. I really did. Just don't know what else I was supposed to do here. It doesn't even matter, but I'll see what highest damage is. Shockwave. Alright, that's the end of attempt 4. I really don't know what else I could have done. Alright. That is where we'll end the stream for today. We just wiped to Brawly. I prepped as best as I could. Very disappointing, but we're ending the stream here. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.